Heidi-ho neighbors, Rado Goji here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man 5. When we left off, we beat Gyro Man, and then we started Crystal Man stage, and then Crystals of Doom happened. And we're, still at the beginning of the stage. I'm pretty much at the point where I'm going to start using save states on those crystal parts. It's mainly in the interest of time. I keep thinking back to that point. I keep thinking back to, that point in Mega Man 3 where, let's see, what is quick save state is quick load state is the number. Okay, it's been a while since I used the NES emulator. The last thing I played on here was Zelda 2. But I think in the interest of time, I'm going to go ahead and use save states on these crystal parts. Because usually parts like this make me think back to... Save state. Made me think back to that point in Mega Man 3, where there was an entire video pretty much dedicated to Snake Man stage. Because I was having problems that I don't normally have on the end bit with the platforming. Save state here. So this is just in the interest of time. I know I shouldn't be doing this, but in any case, it's... Okay, now the sound's going to get off sync, so if the sound gets off sync, it's because of the save states. I'm just going to say that right now, because the save states do tend to desync the sound and the video in the emulator itself, so it's basically just something with the emulator. So I do apologize for any desync. Every freaking time. There we go. Okay. And there's Eddie here. He's going to give us something we don't need. Save the state. I don't think I'm going to be doing the save stating as much up here, though. The ones up here are a bit easier to deal with. Except without the, sometimes the, emulator just likes to do that with the... I think it's more or less, that's what there was a skip in the music there. But sometimes the emulator just does that, period. See, I think it is random, but like if there's even a slightest pause, that's the chance you gotta take, really. You can't really wait till there's a long pause, because there's always the same sort of rate of pausing in between. So if one doesn't show up, just go for it, I guess. I really hate doing that, but I think if anything, I'll also save state at the before the drop, because I really want to get that letter, and I don't want to have to go through the entire... I'm going to save state here. I don't trust myself. Street Sweeper! Yep, there are Street Sweeper robots. I think those are hilarious that they're there. Okay. So pretty much past the hard bits. I think there is another crystal part, if I'm not mistaken. But I could very well be. It has been a while since I played. And there's an energy tank there that I want. There's a mega tank in this game too. I don't know if you noticed already, but down here there's an M1. Some people call them mystery tanks. If I remember correctly, I've been calling them mega tanks because of what it said in the instruction book. But the mega tanks, I think this might be the drop. Hold on. Okay, it's not yet. Actually, I think this might be the checkpoint. But what the mega tanks do, there's one up there. What the mega tanks do is they refill all of your life and all of your weapon energy that you've used. Let me show you. Oh, I might as well show off Rush Coil here. That's the way it works now. The whole Rush just, when you jump on him, the whole thing kind of jumps, and you basically have to jump off when you reach the desired height, rather than basically you jump on him and then he boosts you upward. I prefer the old way. Here's the drop. Yep, it was right there. I'm just gonna do this again. Dude, I'm gonna do this again and not die. Stop making me a liar, game. Got it. Alright. Hopefully, from this point onward, no more save states. It's not like it's, Sorry about that. My phone is extremely annoying, and I hate the way it sounds. The home phone. It is loud, it picks up on everything, and I just had to pause it. But yeah, I don't think I'll be using... I actually don't think I'll be using even save states in the like, the Proto Man castle or whatever, because... I only did that in the other Mega Man 5 because of the shmup level part, and I didn't want to do that again. So if all goes well, there aren't going to be any more save states in this game. I just needed to... It was parts where I didn't trust myself. Now note once you shoot the gyro attack, and you change its direction, you can't change its direction again, so make sure that you know you want it to go that way. Otherwise, you waste the shot. Also, luckily, gyro attack doesn't take up a lot of weapon energy, so I didn't have too many qualms about just using it on the first try during the boss battle. From here on out, if I remember correctly, most of the Robot Master stages are pretty much a cakewalk. It's just Crystal Man stage is annoying. Charge Man stage can also be pretty annoying. And there is a very missable letter in Wave Man stage. I may use a save state for Wave Man stage, just for the letter. But the letter itself really isn't too difficult to get. It's just sometimes it's just very missable if you're not careful. You're like, oh, there's the letter. Oh, there goes the letter before you even know it. This also pretty much started... I think this game also pretty much started a trend where boss weaknesses take out 4 units of health instead of just 1. So yeah, if you're doing 1 damage with a weapon, or if the weapon doesn't work, that's not the weakness. If it does 4 units of damage, that's the weakness. We get Crystal Eye. Crystal Eye is a shot that goes forward, and if it hits a wall, it will split up into 3 smaller shots, which will ricochet for a little while. And Crystal Eye is Napalm Man's weakness. And I guess I apologize for people who may be watching this, who may have flashbacks or something like that. But yeah, we're pretty much in a jungle level for Napalm Man stage. I'm not going to say too much more about it. It is what it is, and the Japanese can be pretty racist sometimes. Those tigers, as you can see, take out quite a bit of health. Seriously. And it's the same person who called, too. Also, these are bats. I called them spider bats for whatever reason when I was a kid. But, they're just bats. They're invulnerable until you can, until they open up and go after you. We'll be seeing the bats in, Stone Man stage as well. These things, I'm fairly sure, can instantly kill you if you let the spikes hit you. Also, secret passage. There aren't a whole lot of those secret passages in, like, every level, but there are enough to basically make them of note. And I've got Sniper Joe in a helicopter who's very, very hard to hit. So I'm just going to scroll him off the screen because I don't feel like dealing with that. And in fact, I don't feel like dealing with a lot of these things, but I pretty much have to. And I'm going to die if I get hit again. Wonderful. That pretty much sums up Mega Man 5 there, is erratically flying enemies. And enemies that will do, like, 4 to 5 units of damage whenever they hit you. Stuff that's hard to hit. That's basically Mega Man 5 in a nutshell. Stuff that's hard to hit. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Stuff that's hard to hit. I'm going to actually go ahead and use Gyro Attack on this guy. Because I don't feel like putting myself in that. That is no bueno. Stuff that's hard to hit. I'm not going to say that every time something is hard to hit, or at least every time I find something hard to hit. I'm fairly sure there are super retro god gamers who are like, he's over-exaggerating, and I may be over-exaggerating in some cases, but it's not necessarily an over-exaggeration if it, I guess it also depends on your skill level. And I'm not super serial about video games all the time. I'm very, very much certain that there are people who are much better at this game than I've been playing a lot of classic Mega Man games recently because, you know, they've been on the 3DS, and like I have them on my 3DS and my Vita and stuff like that, but I have not played Mega Man 5 in a long time. Also, energy tanks, not something I really like using in the middle of a stage, as you can plainly see. I can conserve my energy tanks for boss battles, that's what they're there for. Oh wow, Gyro Attack took him out fairly. No, it didn't, it just scrolled him off the screen. Haha! Eddie! 1-up is fine. I think we're past the checkpoint anyway. Nope, this is the checkpoint. Now we're past the checkpoint. So that's good. We don't have to go through the cave area again. There's another cave area we go through, but... Oh, I don't like this guy either. Because he shoots out stuff that's hard to hit. You can hit those missiles and destroy them, but you have to hit him in the head in order to damage him. And he either blocks him with his arms, or he shoots out his little missiles, which very slowly and at weird angles go toward you, and they're very hard to hit. And then he gets scrolled off the screen right after he dies, and then he comes back, and you go forward. But luckily, those missiles die with him. N. We're at Napalm 5. Also, fun fact, as we all know, in Japan, Mega Man is called Rock Man. So instead of saying Mega Man 5, those letters will say Rock Man 5. But also, it's not the Roman numeral 5, it's like a regular number, like an Arabic number 5. An Arabic numeral 5, not, I guess those are the Arabic numerals, is that what they're called? As comparing to like Roman numerals, like the V? I don't know. Again, phone. It's probably the same person, too. I mean, someone else picks it up, but... Because, he knows I'm recording, so he knows that I'm not going to be able to pick up the phone. Oh, I'm back here, that's right. This is the checkpoint, is it not? And we're almost at the end of the video. Well, actually, we're pretty much at the end of the video. I'm just going to take this guy out here. And when we come back, more Napalm Man stage. I was really trying to keep this to killing 2 Robot Masters in every video, but apparently that's not going to happen. I've been Rado Goji, and I'll be here next time. Join me, won't you?